Now I've done the speed of the RWS super hollow point. I'll just check the weight. 7.6 there, and another 7.6. So I'll just use the calculator and work out what sort of power these super hollow points are making. The highest speed I got with the RWS super hollow point was 810 feet per second. So I'll just multiply that by itself again, and then I'll multiply that by the weight, and that was 7.6 grain. So just add that in there, and then divide it by the magic calculation number 450240, and we have the magic number just over 11 foot-pound. Very, very, very slightly over 11 foot-pound. This is what the super hollow point from RWS looks like before you fire a shot. Little dimple in the centre. You can see the shape of the skirt of the pellet and the head of it quite clearly there. And that's what they should look like before they're fired. And then when I recovered some of these, I've noticed something rather unusual about them. I've always done quite well with these. I've always thought of them as a good pellet. But while I've been trying these for an accuracy test and a penetration test, by recovering some of the used pellets, I've discovered, you can see just there, a ring starting to pull off. There's one that has come away. But they don't deform as I thought, they don't expand. What seems to happen, don't know if you can make it out there, but the ring, the head, the brain part of the head, seems to try and strip off from the rest of the pellet, and you end up with these little tiny things here, little slug shaped, bullet shaped, I don't know what you'd call them, but they're really tiny compared. I'll flick one over there. That's the underneath, and all you get really is just the skirt part of the head. The head's just ripped off. You're just left with the skirt trying to do all the damage. And a little bit fussy, I can't really flip them over. Ah, there's another one. You can see that the skirt is there intact. That's the base of the skirt, quite round. And time again, all I find is these little tiny remains of the skirt. There's a small amount of the head left there, but it's mainly just the skirt with the occasional ring. I found the occasional ring. They've got two in there. Another small bit of shrapnel, and there's another one with a small part of the ring left on the skirt part. You can just make out it's formed a ring, and that's what it does when it pulls off at the back. So that one's just flattened out, although it's partly mushroomed. I'm quite disappointed with these now that I've discovered this. Perhaps too much knowledge is a bad thing. I always thought them to be a good pellet. I thought it was unfortunate that it wasn't accurate through a particular rifle I'm using now. I was quite surprised actually. They've normally been quite good, but now I've seen this, I'm not impressed at all. So that's the end of the super hollow points for me.